Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what happened there. Technical difficulties, shall we say? Do, 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 do. I think we're having a bit difficulty with the. Can you hear us, Jonah? Yes, no, maybe. He must do. Must be able to. Yep, cool. That's because I had it on mute there. Until you lot come back, what's the point? It's all good. It's all good, man. All this technology nowadays. When I were a lad, we didn't have all this. Let me tell you, it was so much easier. Just a couple more minutes there until the start of this race, so I'm going to quickly get myself a drink. Right, so countdown has begun. No idea how to get that up, not to worry. Right, here we go with the formation lap then. Oh, there's the grid. So we got Jamie in pole, Spreader in second, third is one of our new drivers this week, Earth Harbour. Then we've got Clem, Mikey fifth, Bob in sixth, Medium Tyre in seventh. He must have had a problem on his formation lap. Then we've got Jonah in eighth, Fatal ninth, Joe 10, Kimmy 11th, Noodle, he must have had a quali ban this week, and Nathan bringing up the rear. Just going to say a quick thank you to everybody that's followed me on Twitch there. If you haven't, just quickly, tick the button that says follow, obviously. Right, I don't want everybody on the softs down to Jonah, who starts on the mediums, along with Fatal, Joe and Kimmy, and then Nathan in the back there, also on the mediums. Right, as everybody starts to line up now, let's get ready. Right, here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5 lights on. Right, where are we? And Medium Tyre gets a penalty. I'm not actually sure what for there. But anyways, we go down into turn 1. Jamie up front, along with Spreader keeping in second. The two Mercedes right behind him, that is. Wait, one of them anyway. So we Jamie, Spreader and Mikey is taking over third place there from the Mercedes Earth Harbour. Oh, wow! Wow! Who was that? Is that Medium Tyre on a... No, it's Clem. Smashed up there. Virtual safety car. Well, I'm surprised it's not the full safety car, to be fair, the way that looked. Not quite sure what happened. He must have come in contact with somebody, I would have thought. I'm sure we'll find out in due course. Still under the VRC. Not sure how long this is got. It's ended. Here we go again. Joe is out front by 7/10, 8/10, and then we've got Mikey in third, followed by Joe. He's made a good start up the grid there. And Jonah also up 3 places. Then we've got Kimmy and Bob, along with Noodle, who's doing quite well from the back. Fatal, Medium Tyre, who's dropped down quite a long way. Then Nathan, and we've got the other. I'm assuming then if he's had to come into the pit for that long time, he must have been who had a come together with Clem. I'm sure I'll find out in due course. Right, back to the done. Jamie's streaking away. He's pulling out a gap there now. He's out of the DRS range already from Spreader, who in turn is out of DRS from Mikey, who seems to be out of DRS. Is he? No, he's not. So the start of lap 3 now. Jamie's streaking away, 1.1 seconds ahead of Spreader. Just sitting there nicely in second. And then Mikey, who's being chased down by Joe, and who's being chased by Jonah, who's, oh, Kimmy and Jonah going into turn 1 side by side. Jonah just manages to stay ahead of Kimmy there, but he's going to slip to the inside. No, I think Jonah's managed to see him off there. But how long can he keep that Williams ahead of that Ferrari? That Ferrari is a quick car. He's coming up alongside. Oh, it's not a good place to be. He has to back out. Bob just sitting there behind him, just watching, hoping for the best. Any little scraps and he'll be pounced on them. Along with Noodle Neck, who's right up Bob's gearbox, shall we say, and then Fatal, who's right on Noodle. Oh, that seems like Bob's dropping down the order there. I wonder if oh, he's lost his front wing, so he must have had coming together with somebody or other, I'm not sure who. And then, so I'm assuming Bob's going to pit now. Yeah. So, let's have a quick look up at the front. Jamie's only a half a second now ahead of Spreader, who's got Mikey right up his chuff, who's just put in the fastest lap, incidentally. Then Joe's in 4th, Kimmy's still in 5th. Oh, he's got ahead of Jonah there. I would have thought that was a DRS pass. And then Noodle read up Jonah's chuff, and then obviously Fatal straight on the back of him as well. And then there's a 7-second gap, nearly 8 seconds back to Nathan. And then we've got medium Bob, who's been in for his new wing, and his teammate, who is chasing him now. He's only a 7/10 behind his teammate. Both been in the pits already, to be fair. Oh, wrong way. So, oh, Spreader's got DRS on Jamie now. Can he get ahead of him? Can he pull alongside him? Going into turn 1. He's not far behind, he gets DRS again. Gets a good exit out of that first corner. But Jamie manages to just stay ahead. Spreader, who is, he's getting really good nowadays, improving every race. Canny driver. Even if he is from Wigan, it's not his fault. But anyway, this seems to be the main battle on track at the minute, except for like Jonah and Noodle. But I want to stay with the race leader at the minute, because I've got a feeling that Spreader might get past him with the DRS this time around. A little bit wide there from both drivers, to be fair. Spreader's definitely going to have the DRS, but can he do anything about Jamie up front? Here we go. Opens the DRS. Here we go. Can he get him? Is he close enough? Is he? No, I don't think he is. Jamie hangs on for another lap. Oh, he runs a bit wide there. Spreader comes out with that turn one quite nicely with a good amount of grip. Sparks flying off the back of the Alpine there. Joe's right up behind Mikey now. I think Joe might have him on the next DRS or before, I'm not even sure. But then we've got Kimmy, a couple of seconds back there, with Jonah right up his gearbox, and then Noodle right up his, with Fatal right up his. Everybody seems to be joined together here, it's like a train. Oof. All fighting. The Ferrari seems to have the pace, I must admit. This is becoming a bit of a DRS train here. Now coming into the last turn again. Oh, Jamie's pitted. Spreader takes over the lead. Ferrari goes right over to the pit wall there. Trying to break the two, I would have thought. Ooh. And there, I've just missed it, I just saw it happening. Oh, wait a minute, side by side going round turn two. Still side by side, this could end in tears. Wow, look at the pair of them touching wheels. And Joe has to, oh, he goes a bit wide there, he comes back on. It's very, very close between these two. Nicely. At least none of them took each other out, which is always nice. Some nice side-by-side action there. What can Joe do about that Alpha Tauri ahead? Seems quicker, even though he's on the slower tyre, he does seem quicker. I think you might have him with the DRS open here in a minute. He's so close. Slide on board with Joe. DRS wide open. Here we go. Slipstream. And that's quite an easy pass, to be fair. I've pushed the wrong button. Oh, but he's coming back again. Mikey will not give up this second place. Oh, he's at through there now. Oh, Joe's gone a bit wide. Mikey's down the inside of him again. Side by side, going through 2 and 3. Joe just comes out ahead. And behind him now is just Kimmy, who's waiting just to see what happens just up ahead and ready to pick up any pieces that come along. He's right up. I think the Alpha Tauri might be struggling on his tyres there. How's Jonah in 5th, with Noodle just out of DRS range, well, teetering on the edge of DRS range, should we say, and then Fatal still right behind him. Then we've got Nathan in 8th, Jamie after his pit stop down in 9th, Bob and Earth in the Mercedes after their pit stops 10th and 11th, and then we've got Medium, who's going very slowly and I don't know why. Okay, seems to have picked it back up again. I don't know. Oh, he's on the hard tyre. Strange tyre. Right, so we've got Joe in 1st. It looks like Spreader has pitted, yep. So we've got Joe, and now Kimmy in 2nd, Mikey in 3rd, with Jonah in 4th, Fatal in 5th, Nathan 6th, Jamie 7th. He's not really making any inroads onto Nathan. Then Spreader, who's just pitted, in 8th. Noodle, who's obviously just coming out with the pits, in 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th. All the same as they were before. Don't know what that was. Right, so Joe seems to be pulling out a tiny lead there now, and Jonah is really on Mikey's gearbox now. Really hustling him, trying to force him into a mistake. Mikey's tyres must be screaming blue murder by now, like. Lap 9, he's still on his soft tyres from the start. Jonah obviously got a lot more grip. And is that make you into the pits? It is. So Jonah takes over, 3rd place. And Fatal chasing him with his DRS wide open. Can the Red Bull do anything about Jonah and the Williams up ahead? He goes a little bit wide there. Nathan now only 5.5 seconds behind these two. Jamie already pit stopped. Then Master, who obviously is pit. Then we've got Noodle. Oh, who was that on the inside there? Was that Mikey? Just coming out of the pits, I think. And then Bob and his teammate in 10th and 11th, with Medium still down in 12th. I think he might be having issues with them hard tyres not turning on, because he seems awfully slow. But it might come to him at the end of the race. So here we go again. There's Joe. He's streaking away now, nearly 2 seconds ahead of Kimmy, who's got a good 2.5 on Jonah, who's got, well, it's got Fatal right behind him. These two very good drivers, very good racers, clean. That's what I like about this league. It's a good bunch of lads, but they all love racing, and they race clean and respectful with each other. So we've got Nathan is actually catching Fatal. Not much, couple of tenths per lap. How's Jamie getting on? He's still 4 seconds behind Nathan. Noodle just hoisted his fastest lap of the race. After his pit stop, obviously. Oh, where's that gone? Well, the timer seems to have gone off. Why not? Hey, where's that gone? Hey. I'm pretty sure that's nothing I've actually done. I don't understand where all the timings have actually gone. Nope. That's laps. Hey. Hey. So it doesn't just happen in the real world, in the real F1, it happens on the Twitch as well. I have absolutely no idea where people are. There's nothing there. Alright then. So Kimmy has pitted. I was wondering what happened to Kimmy there. So now Jonah is chasing Joe, 3.2 seconds behind him, with Fatal 1.5 seconds behind Jonah. And then Nathan steady 4 seconds behind. Jamie, after his pit stop, is slowly catching Nathan. And then Spreader, it seems to have all evened out with the minute. This looks like the closest battle on track. Now I've got the timers back. Noodle and Kimmy. Can Noodle do anything about the Ferrari ahead of him? Quickly have a look at the last three. Mikey, then there's Bob and his teammate, and then medium tyre on the hard tyre right at the back still. Right, let's get back to these two. Will he still have DRS as he goes through the detection zone here? He's very close to it. I don't think he's going to be close enough to do anything, to be fair. Actually, his DRS isn't open there, so he must have missed out on it. It's very strange, unless his DRS isn't working, of course. Because I would have thought he was definitely in the DRS zone there. So we've still got Joe in first. How long will his tyres keep going? As you can see, 9 places made up in the race so far for Joe, and Jonah 6. Fatal also was 6, and then Nathan's up 9 places, and he is definitely catching Fatal here. Again, there's only one retirement, and that is Clem. Again, I'm not sure what happened. I know I saw the aftermath of it, but not exactly sure what happened. I'm assuming with the damage to the front end of Earth, I think it was. I think they may have come together. Joe's just managing that gap back to Jonah, and Jonah is now pulled out quite a lead on Fatal, who's being caught by Nathan, to be fair. These 4 quite a way ahead of everybody else, and then we've got Jamie, and then Spreader doesn't seem to be catching up. He's on the hard tyre. That might be why. Didn't notice that. And then we've got Kimmy and Noodle, still the closest battle on this track. So who we got on the hard tyre here? Spreader, Mikey, and medium tyre. Who has yet to stop? Well, the top 4 have yet to stop. Right, what can Noodle do this time? Trying to break the toe there, Kimmy ahead. He's going to have to be careful or he's going to get complained about, but obviously nowhere near the braking zone. I just don't think this McLaren's got the pace to keep up, or to catch up with, with the Ferrari ahead. He needs to be a lot closer coming out of the last corner than he has been. Nathan is definitely on a charge here, trying to catch Fatal. Joe is comfortably out front by 3.5 seconds now. Oh, he's just pitted. So Jonah will take over the lead. How's Jonah's tyres? Fatal now takes over second, and now Nathan takes over the third. Where will Joe come back out? It's dropping the 5th. Is that Spreader gone past? It is. So Joe now comes out in 6th place there. Looks like he's on the hard tyres. So it looks like medium to hard might be the way forward. Now can Kimmy get him before Joe's tyres come up to temperature? I would have thought he's got to get him in the next lap, or maybe his lap and a half, before Joe's tyres are heated up. I mean, Kimmy's tyres are only 3 laps old, so they're not dead by any chance, by any means. So I'm not sure Kimmy's going to be close enough. I think Joe might be able to hang on here, like. Well, Kimmy is in the DRS zone. Can he catch him now? He might have superior grip going into turn 1 with the heat in the tyres, but we'll have to wait and see. Can Joe hang on? Looks like it. Jonah and Nathan have both pitted now from 1st and 3rd. which puts Fatal now into the first position. I think Joe might have saved that there, to be fair. So Fatal has got a nice 5.5 second gap back to Jamie, but he does have to pit. And Fatal is the only person now on track without pit stop. Oh, wrong one. I will get used to these controls eventually. So when Fatal comes in, I'm thinking Jamie is going to be comfortably in the lead from Spreader, and then Joe will be in third, Kimmy will be in fourth, Noodle in fifth. Oh, there's in sector 1, I don't know, who is it? I wish it would, you know, when you see a yellow flag, I wish you'd be able to just jump straight to that player. Fatal hanging on out front, like. I don't know how long that Red Bull's going to go on them tyres. He doesn't seem to be losing too much grip at the minute. Looks like Joe is catching Spreader, like, actually. Now his tyres must be up to temperature. He's definitely on a charge now, trying to get into the podium position. Or he will be when Fatal pits anyway, but knowing Joe, he'll want to win. He does have a 15-second penalty to be added on to the end of his race, so I'm not sure he's going to be in the podium places at the end. But he's definitely given it what for. And there's Jonah with his DRS wide open on Noodle. Is it inevitable? Is Noodle gonna get done here? Switches to the inside. Ooh, it's gonna be close here, side by side nearly. I think Joe's just, Noodle's just hung on there. Probably going to be when rather than if when Jonah gets past him, just by the look of it. Sector 3, that looks like that actually looks like, yeah, medium tyre must have spun out there. I don't know. Going much slower than he should have been. Right, back to this fight. Jonah chasing Noodle. I'm not sure how long Noodle's going to be able to hang on here. I remember always when I used to fight against Jonah at the beginning of my career in racing, it used to scare the hell out of me when I knew he was right behind us. Got his DRS wide open. I think this is going to be a pass for 6th. Jonah takes him down into turn 1. Nicely done. But who's got the DRS on the way up? Oh, Jonah's still got it. Nice. I think he may have it there, but we'll see. Noodle's not one to give up easily. But Noodle is on 10-lap-old mediums. Jonah's on his brand spanking new hard tyres there. Looks like Joe is really going for it here against Spreader. And Fatal's still out front. Still hasn't pitted. And he's going round again. 19 laps he's been on those medium tyres. I think that'll be medium tyre again, is it? And he's seems to be out of the race there. He must have went into the pit lane and retired. Well done for not retiring on track. So we've got Spreader trying to defend from Joe around the outside. Oh, they nearly touch, not quite. Can Spreader hang on? Joe's got the inside line, going up to turn 3. Oh, they are so close. And it looks like Joe's got that job done. Nicely overtaken. Nicely overtaken? Doesn't sound right, but you know what I meant. So now Spreader's got Kimmy all over the back of him. As you saw there, Earth Harbour just sticking in the fastest lap of the race. It's got brand new medium tyres on there. It seems to be these three are the closest battle on track at the moment. And Fatal's gone round again, has he? Wow, he's taking them tyres a canny way. Canny way. Must still have enough grip, or he would have come in by now. To be fair, he's still got a 3.5 second gap to Jamie. And then we've got, obviously, there's Joe with Spreader all over him, and then Kimmy all over the back of him, with Jonah actually catching all of them quite quickly too. And then Noodle, just after losing out to where Jonah has dropped back a wee bit. And then Nathan. How's Nathan doing? 19, 18, 19 behind. And then Mikey's in the AlphaTauri 9th place with Bob. And Bob's just come into the pits there. Can he get out ahead of his teammate? I think he has, like. Or they're going to be very close, as I can see their dots on the screen there. Right, back to these three. Jimmy's gone into the pits. Ooh. Now that moves Joe up to second. Master right on his gearbox there with Kimmy. Ooh, he dropped back a smidgen there. Noodle's caught up with Jonah a wee bit now. Although his tyres are a lot older than Jonah's, I'm not sure he's going to be able to catch him. Then we've got Nathan, who is definitely catching Noodle. Definitely. Just taking another half second out of him there. And then Jamie after his pit stop. And then we've got Mikey, who's still down in 9th, Bob, and his teammate 10th and 11th there. I'm not sure Earth Harbour's going to catch Bob, to be fair. And Bob's not having a very good race this week. Maybe it's just the track. Sometimes the tracks aren't suited to the driver. I know there's never one for this track, to be fair. Could never get a decent time out of it. Noodle is trying his best to catch up with Jonah again, but his tyres are a lot older than Jonah's. 8 laps older. He may have to stop again, we'll have to wait and see. Lap 24. Seems that these three have all sorted themselves out now. And Fatal's still out there, 23 laps on his medium tyres. The tyres he started with and qualified with, remember. I don't know how long he's going to go, but he must feel alright. Not sure how far it's going to drop him when he comes out, in probably around 6th or 7th I would have thought. Maybe it's a wee bit longer, further down, sorry. Let's have a look. Yep. Some people have stopped twice, and Fatal still hasn't stopped at all. The Red Bull is canny cool on its tyres. Like, I don't normally go this far. Is he coming in? He's not coming in again. He's gone run again. 24 laps on his medium tyres plus qualifying. Impressive, impressive. So we got Fatal in first there. Joe along in second, 6.5, wait, nearly 7 seconds behind. Then we've got Spreader and Jonah in fourth. Noodle's still in DRS range of Jonah, but his tyres are 8 laps older. I'm not sure he's going to be able to do anything about Jonah there. And we've got Nathan not far behind. Jamie, who's just put in the fastest lap there. And then Mikey still trundling around in 8th. Kimmy has just come out the pits ahead of Bob and his teammate Earth. So Fatal is still on them starting tyres. Joe seems to have seen off the challenge from Spreader. But like I say, I do believe that Joe does have a 15-second penalty in this race, so although it does say he's in second, I'm not sure that's where he's going to stay. So it looks like Spreader could be, I'm going to say it, the de facto leader when everything is sorted out. And there's Fatal into the pits now, so where will he come out? Joe goes through. And I'm assuming Spreader will go through, Jonah will go through. Will Nathan, and Nathan will get through. Even Jamie might get through. Is he? Yep. And he's coming out in 7th, is he? Or is Mikey going to cut? No, it looks like Fatal's coming out in 7th. I think, sure, that's where I said he was going to come out. Good guess there, Mr. Graham. Very good. Lovely. So. Ooh. Nathan off closed the gap on Noodle. Noodle's tyres might be giving up the ghost lake because he's dropped back quite away from Jonah and into the clutches of Nathan. And then Jamie isn't that far behind. So as it stands on track, we've got Joe out front. Whoops. He's got a good 3 seconds over Master Spreader, and then Jonah right behind him. But I do believe, like I say, the penalty with Joe could put Master Spreader in first and Jonah in second. And I wouldn't put past Jonah with 8 laps fresher tyres than Spreader to catch him and maybe take the win in this race. We'll have to wait and see. Right, Noodle has pitted. No, he hasn't. My mistake. I thought he pitted. Nice, easy DRS move there from Nathan. Much fresher tyres. Oh, Kimmy's just banged in the 1:18.8 for the fastest lap. I'm not sure anybody's going for anything here. Maybe I'm still thinking that Jonah may catch Spreader by the end of this race. Oh, there goes the timing again. Mint. Oh, must have hit the inside curve there, Jonah, and put him offline a wee bit. And then we got Noodle. Nathan, then Noodle, my mistake. I don't think Noodle's going to be able to catch Nathan now. I think he's going to have to pit again, but you know, I might be wrong. And then Jamie in 6th, Fatal in 7th, Mikey in 8th, Kimmy 9th, Bob and his teammate 10th and 11th still. So and there you go, Noodle has pitted, which puts Jamie, and I would have thought is Fatal, and Fatal just put in the fastest lap. Nice, 1:17.5 on his fresh soft tyres. Noodle coming out on fresh soft tyres, but I think he's going to lose out to Mikey and Kimmy. definitely. So Noodle comes back out in 9th place there. And then we've still got Bob and Earth 10th and 11th. Now Joe, I don't think Joe's going to win this race. I think 15 seconds is going to drop him way out of the podium positions. Unless something behind them suddenly goes very much awry. Spreader on 18 lap hard tyres with Jonah chasing him, getting closer as well. 8 laps younger tyres along with Nathan. And then we've got Jamie chasing Nathan on much fresher medium tyres. Can Jamie do anything about the top 3 or top 4 as it is, but top 3 once everything is sorted out? Then we've got Fatal, who went an epic amount of time on those medium tyres there. Jamie is definitely catching Nathan. He's within DRS zone now. Probably getting by the end of the race, I would have thought. No, 1 to 4 all quite, 1 to 5 my mistake. First 5 were all quite close together, with Fatal not that far behind now. And then Kimmy at 13-14 seconds behind Fatal, and then we've got Mikey. Noodle, who's on much fresher soft tyres to Mikey. I think he's going to catch Mikey and overtake him before long. And obviously the two Mercs there at the end of at the back of the. Ooh, that was a hard hit onto that sausage curb there by Noodle, but he's got much more superior grip. He's definitely going to get that Alpha Tauri. Oh, he's just nudged him there, I think. No damage, I don't think he's got any damage. But he's got him. Definitely the inside line there, much fresher, much nicer tyres. I may have left it till after the DRS zone, like. Oh, it looks like we've got a, is it Nathan round? I think Nathan's left the track, but I don't know what happened there. That's a shame for Nathan. He was doing well. He was in the podium places once everything's gone. And Fatal is really catching Jamie now. That Red Bull seems to be doing really well around this Hungara ring. Go on, Red Bull. Obviously that wasn't me. I mean, I'm obviously, you know, impartial. So Fatal's got, or he will have DRS on Jamie, but will he be able to do anything down into the first turn? Definitely look at the speed difference. Oh, wrong one. Oh, I thought he'd had him there. I thought he would have had him. Fatal hasn't got much ERS left, but he gets him down into turn 3, down the inside. Oh, but Jamie comes back on him again. Side by side into turn 4. Wow. Good clean racing here by the two lads. And Fatal's just had to back off a wee bit. But it does seem like he's got a much faster car. I don't know what happened to Nathan. Because he was catching Jonah and Master Spreader, but well, Jamie now on the back of Jonah. Jonah's not far off the back of Spreader. I mean, Joe is, well, he's not going to get this, to be fair. It's unfortunate because he's done a really good job here, but once his penalties are applied, he's going to be quite far down the field. So now Jonah with DRS, is it? Yep. Oh, hang on, what did I see there in the background? And finally Fatal, has he got past him? No, Jamie's come back again, but they're side by side. Fatal with his DRS wide. Can he hold it tight this time? Can he hold it? Yeah, I think he might have done it this time. I think Fatal has now got the job done, unless Jamie can come back at him again. Oh, what's happened there? Jonah seems to be dropping down. Oh, Jonah spun. No way. That's unfortunate, and he's got ring damage as well, so I don't know whether he's hit Master Spreader or just damaged it on the sausage curb. But it drops him down to 8th, and he does have to pit again, obviously, for his for a new wing. Who else have we got in there? What else is happening there, to be honest? Another yellow flag there. I think it was one of the Mercs there. Bob catching Mikey now. Mikey's tyres are quite old, Mike. 21 laps old on these hards. Can Bob do anything again in the last 2 laps here? So we've got Joe out front at the moment. But like I said, 15 seconds is going to drop him well out of the contention. So realistically it's Spreader and Fatal, first and second, with Jamie right up the trough of Fatal there. And Jonah pitted, dropped all the way to the back of the field. Like I said, I'm not sure if he had to come together with Spreader or he's just lost it on the curb of death and took his front wing off on the either the sausage curb or the barrier. So can Jamie do anything again about Fatal ahead? Or can Fatal do anything against Spreader ahead with just 2 laps to go now at the end of this one? Quite a good race, quite a clean race. Few overtakes, not as many as some circuits, but you know, it is the Hungara ring. At least it didn't rain. Looks like Noodle is all over the back of Kimmy now. Kimmy trying to break the tour. You have to be careful of that, because with Noodle right behind him, he's got his DRS wide open into the slipstream. Can he go around the outside? It's a long way around. How are they coming out the other side? Noodle's got the inside for the next left-hander. I think he might have it done. Nice move there by Noodle, up into 6th place as it stands. Another yellow flag out there. Not actually sure. No, doesn't seem to be. Right, can Kimmy do anything against Noodle and get his place back? Another yellow flag. It looks like a blue dot. That looks like a Mercedes, but it's not that Mercedes for sure. No. I hate when it does that. Right, Fatal chase. I think Fatal might have this by the end of this race, like. What's happened to Jamie? Oh, they nearly touch. Well, I don't know exactly what's happened there. What is Spreader lagging, or I'm not sure. But Fatal gets ahead of Master Spreader there. So realistically, that's him up into the 1st place position after Joe's penalties. So going then, all them laps on his 1st set of tyres seems to be the way forward. Noodle gets a 3-second penalty. What's happened to Jamie? I wonder if that's who went the yellow flag was for. Because now he's being done by Kimmy as well. I think his tyres have given up the ghost there, maybe. I'm not sure. But I'm sure he was in third place before, wasn't he? Unfortunately, Jonah is going to have to be consulted at the back. And there's your winner. Well, after his 15 seconds, it will be fatal. It's the winner. Spreader and then Looney. There's your top three. Along then with Kimmy and Noodle. Jamie in 7th, 8th, 6th, sorry. Bob comes home in, I'm not actually sure where. I'll have to work that out later. But I do know that Joe had 15 seconds of penalties, so there's no way he's the winner. That's all I can tell you for certain. Driver of the day, it says Joe. Well, yes, because he came from the back. So there's your top three there on the road. Let's have a look. I'm still looking at the track to see if anything's happening. I don't think anything is happening. But like I said, I'm assuming then it's Fatal, Spreader and Looney, your top three. So that's it from the round 11 of the UIRL F1 League. This has been Davey G, and I'll see you next week. Ta-ra for now.